Do you hear me? How about sound quality? Is it okay? Actually, this week we don't have translator. Inshallah, uh, we have no problem until finish the class. If you have any question or if you don't understand any part of the presentation, you can let me know. Okay. Okay, perfect. Actually, if you remember, in the last week, we told you and we present, we understanding the process of IoT implementation, and in which process we have to apply the IoT technology in our case study. This week we will continue. If you remember, we start with the first process of the IoT implementation with create the value, and then with the function of humans in IoT applications, and IoT technology, and then the function of the customers and companies in IoT technology, and which one have more benefit from IoT technology. Uh, and we explain the benefit of the companies and customers from IoT technology. And this week, actually, we will continue with security terms and the security function of IoT technology. And actually, how will the companies keep information safe, and how we can provide the security in actually IoT technology. And once we want to implement the IoT in any case study, we have to consider the security and safe actually data. For your information, the complex, if you see here, we have actually landscape or perspective of the IoT structures. Actually, this complex and rapidly change of actually Internet of Things structured approach to identify, to finding the risk, and then prepare and providing the best responsible for this. That means the security, the IoT structure providing the security and actually safety by their structure. And actually IoT solution need to blending and complex operational understanding with multi-layer cyber management technique. Actually, for your information, how security, with three main phases: how security data, for how IoT, and because we mentioned IoT structure providing the security, but how? You know, I told you the process and the actual structure of the IoT technology providing the security, but how? Uh, we explained it in three main things. Security data is critical at every stage of value loops. If you remember, I told you in IoT we have main 5 value loops. In two phase, create and communicate phase, we have to providing the security how by security data. That means our data here have to be secure themselves. The second consideration, remaining vigilant and actually clearance or smart. We have to be smart to new or unexpected challenging. That means we have to pay attention, we have to be patient, and this process and this structure and these rules is essential maintaining security in IoT technology. And the third scenario is system resilience or system flexibility. Actually, system flexibility defining how quickly, how fast you recognize, you find the risk, and then address a normal operation, restore it, and how we can solve this risk. As you see, all of the IoT application and IoT process themselves can provide the protections of security. Actually, the last and the last process of IoT implementation that we have to be concerned in your case study is supply chain. That means how does the Internet of Things create value for your supply chain? For supply chain means all process of your business. The IoT have to make value actually for your business process. And once you want to implement any IoT technology in your case study, you have to consider this process as well. But okay. But how? You know, information from IoT deployment allows supply chain to invest less in deleting variation. That means IoT providing your benefit, your business benefit, and with less investment, and also actually protecting your business, and at the same time providing you with innovations, process, and competitive advantage. That means, you know, it's very important. That means IoT, you know, at the same time providing you to protect your business, at the same time make environment for and providing the environmental for you to have innovative and competitive advantage. But how? With IoT, you can transform invisible to invisible. That means you can able to translate invisible and hidden things to visible things. Push to pull. Push marketing to pull marketing. Cost to revenue. That means cost to income. Change and reduce to your cost, your business cost, and change to actually salary. And the second perspective of the IoT is, if I told before, IoT come to make your business more efficiency. And with IoT, your business have differentiation with other business. Your business have innovations in compared to other business. Otherwise, no need to implement IoT in your case study or in your company. If you're feeling your business have this kind of facility, of course, you need to using the IoT technology. And it's commonly found within the walls. With IoT, you can find within the walls. That means you can find hidden things, or you can explore the new business method in your company. And another function of the IoT is end-to-end. What the end-to-end? In normal programming or normal development, we mentioned end-to-end means online platforming for viewing the information or chart or anything. But in IoT, we have solution consists of multi-layers. More than online platforming, you have some multiple layers, actually including connectivity layers, application layers, analytic layers, and lastly, visualization layers. And also with the IoT, you have pervasive computing. Also, we call it actually, what the pervasive computing, that means comprehensive computing. Also, we call it ubiquitous computing. It's growing actually trend of embedding computational capacity into everyday object to make them efficiently communicated and perform useful tasks in a way that minimize to end user need to interaction with computer as computers. That means you with everyday and daily objective, you have less communication with the computers. As we explained this before, but with the IoT, you finding new way and new paths in your business. We explained it before how we make visible or unseen information, or to actually companies can transfer push driving order system to differentiate to pull driving system, or holistic end-to-end ecosystem can raise up, can improve new or innovative business models. That means once you want to implement IoT in your business or in your case study, you have to able to define it. If IoT have efficiency for you, if IoT make your business differentiate with other business, if IoT have any innovative for you, then you can implement IoT in your business. Otherwise, you're just losing your time. Actually, for the last slide presentations, and also very important slide, the Internet of Things or IoT can fundamental and basically transform how organization create value. With this process, we have to consider this process. The first one, The information value loop gives rise, what the information value loop, if I told you before here, you have to follow this. You have to follow this value loop. The second one, we have to profound insight or more deep insight way discovery across the supply chain. We have to consider security and privacy in our case study. The organization must determine how to share value with the customer appropriately. And the big data analytic take an additional level of the complexity. If you remember, I told you here, the last step of the value loop is the data analysis. But if we have complex problem or complex business, we need to have big data, and we need to have big data. That means in the majority of the scenario, big problem need to have big data. So we have to concern this process and this actually rules in our IoT implementation as well. For your information, this slide is the last slide for the IoT implementation. As I told you, this process is a high-level standard IoT implementation in any case study. So after you understanding this presentation, you will be ready to implement IoT technology in your case study or your real business environment. I hope you're ready. I hope you understanding how you can actually implement IoT technology in your case study. And actually, I will share this PowerPoint in the IoT group and for your guideline and as guideline for your projects. And inshallah, you will be understanding how you can implement and which point you have to be considered once you want to use IoT in your company or in your case study. If you have any question regarding this PowerPoint, you can ask. And totally, are you understand the today presentation or not? Actually, the meaning of business ecosystem, that means the system or the or the supply chain or the chain of your business, the business process or this the process of your business. Yes, it's look like chain, chain of your business. Okay, actually, I will share it, and inshallah, I think for the next week, if Mr. Nizam also join to our class, I will explain some point again for your more information. But for this week, if you remember, I divided you in, I think, 6 group, yeah. And the group leaders Haydar Taleb, Hamid Rawa, Mehdi Julut, Faraz Zahir, Saddam Abdullah, and Salah Najafi. And today uh, expecting you to actually let me your okay, yeah, let me your case study and your business IoT business cases. But you know, the main thing, you have to actually able for the next week. I told you for the next week you have to able to present in the class. And for your title, it's not thesis, it's not research methodological, it's the project. For your project, you have to able actually to understanding the and to defining the business project. But okay, why by one? Let me call you why by one. Haydar Taleb Hamid. Please let me your business process and your case study. Haydar Taleb Hamid. Please talking and speaking in the class. I told you, you have to present in the class. Today is not presentation, but expecting to you at least you present your topic in the class. Please, let me once we reach to your turn. Anyone I calling actually allow to present in the class. Otherwise, you waiting. No, Haider Taleb. Can you speaking, Mr. Haider? Okay, the second group, Rava. You, Mr. Haider, yeah, I see your topic. I see your projects. But you need to explain actually in the class by next week. It's okay. You waiting the translator inshallah in the next week. Rava, do you hear me for the next group? For the next group leader, Rava is that. Do you hear me? Okay, please speak in the class. You just let me your project's title in the class. Why you cannot open? Let me check your name. Rava. Where is your name? I cannot find. Yeah, actually, your mic is open. You can speak. Rawa, do you hear me? Can you speak? Yeah, actually, your mic is open. You can speak. Oh, Rawa, is it? Yeah, it's open. Mr. Saddam, do you want to say anything? Mr. Saddam, please, if you want to say anything or if you want to present your project, it's okay. Actually, your mic is open.